We have a VIP guest here for our Bachelor blowout. Give it up for the Bachelor, Nick Viall. Come on out, Nick.
So, you may notice there are a couple extra seats.
Yeah.
We're not doing a dating game. We feel like you have your hands full. We do have some special guests coming out in just a moment. Do you have any idea?
Not really. I mean, I have some guesses, but who knows?
All right.
Surprises.
I know, you poor thing. You look like you.
Like I'm already sweating.
We're adding more stress to you.
But midway through this season, we're watching you choose love. It's been a lot to take in. So we want to know, how has it been for you now that you lived it, but now you're watching it back? What is that like?
It definitely brings you back, right? It's always weird watching yourself on TV. It's even weirder to watch yourself go through emotional experiences. So you never really get used to it, even though I've done it a few times.
Like 4.
Yeah. But it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Weird? Is it? Are you like, that's not how I remember it?
No, I mean, for the most part, I mean, there's a lot you just don't get to see just because of time constraints.
Right.
But
and the girls are talking without you. They're being interviewed. So
yeah,
you're probably learning a lot.
Yes and no. There's always a couple lines that are always kind of interesting, but for the most part, it's not like, oh my God, I didn't know who this person was.
All right.
Why is there someone who?
No, we really got you stressed. Why don't we catch everybody up with what happened last night? Because it was a lot. It was one of the most dramatic episodes in Bachelor history.
I just feel like it might be time and best time to say goodbye.
Nick sending home not 1,
I wish nothing but the best for you.
not 2,
I'm sorry, and I hope I'm not screwing this all up.
but 3 women with no warning and no rose ceremony. Jasmine melting down on the group date, Whitney left behind on the 2-on-1, and Danielle L. sent home after admitting she's falling in love. All before the rose ceremony where 3 more women were sent home.
I just wanted to be honest, and I wanted to be real with you guys.
An emotional roller coaster for the Bachelor himself, and losing hope, finding the one.
You know, right now I just feel like terrified that's not going to happen. So, I don't know if I can keep doing this.
I need to get out of here.
He's gone.
No.
Bachelor Nation shocked by Nick's choices. No one more surprised than these fans.
I don't think I've ever seen an episode where literally every single girl goes to a separate part of the island to cry.
Nick flying into New York City Monday night and surprising one of the most intense watch parties in the city.
What up, guys?
And our own Bachelor superfan Ginger was there for the big moment.
Can you explain why everyone cried at the volleyball game?
Like, in separate areas?
Separate places.
I mean, you kind of saw it a little bit. At that point,
The shots were fired.
Posing for this picture with Bachelor Nation. And now Nick, here live in Times Square for a surprise of his own.
You know, as we can see, this show, it really is an emotional roller coaster for you. We see tears, we see all these things. You have 30 women, you have to be vulnerable to those 30, but you're also vulnerable to America. So is that intimidating at all?
yes and no. I mean, the idea of it, like when you talk about it, it's like, wow, that's...
Said you just block it
But
out.
in the moment, you really don't think about it, right? You really are trying to focus on the women in front of you. You're trying to focus on those relationships. And the last thing you're thinking about is someone's going to watch this, which I think is important because if you're doing that, it's hard to really be yourself. It's really hard to make decisions that really could potentially affect the rest of your life. So the last thing you really need to be thinking about is stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be tough to psych yourself up for all of those dates. But we have discovered some video of how we believe that you do just that. Can we roll that video?
Yeah. That actually is before a date.
Wow.
Does anyone else not love Cher?
No. See, that's why we love you. No, the answer is no. 100%.
You're open, man. You're open to the world. And then, you surprised the lady at last night's watch party. So we got a little surprise for you too, my friend.
That makes
All
me
right,
nervous.
first up, we first met this person in 2003, and now he's living happily ever after with 3 kids. Do you see anyone in the audience that sounds like this?
Am I supposed to look now?
Yeah. Who sounds like that? Like that would be them 3 kids.
Oh, is that Mr. Andrew
Yes, it is.
Firestone?
Season 3 Bachelor, Andrew Firestone. Come on up, Andrew.
I thought there was like long time. Hi. Good to see you.
We're not done yet. Another surprise.
Bachelor number 2.
You look a little more relieved that it's the guys coming up here. You look a little more relieved.
Yeah.
This one fell in love with a lovely lady named Molly, and they even got married on TV. Any guesses?
Is he also
He's in the audience.
Is any audience?
this way?
I'm going to help you.
Oh, Jason.
Season 13 Bachelor, Jason Mitnick.
Bachelor history. Like, who's married him?
And finally, your hearts were broken by the same Bachelorette. But now with Lauren, he's part of a new duet.
Oh, okay. Ben.
Ben, come on out, Ben Higgins. Come on. Thanks for coming, man.
Hi, you guys.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. Hi, Ben. How's it going? So Bachelor Nation, very, very happy to see all of you all here. And we know that you guys understand, obviously, what Nick is going through better than any of us. What was harder for you guys, doing it or reliving it on TV?
Reliving it on TV. I mean, as embarrassing it is, to see yourself on TV, if I do a voicemail and it sounds awkward, that's bad enough. Imagine watching yourself kiss on TV and have your mom watch it. So definitely harder
what about
watching
Nick make out with all these girls on TV? That's more awkward for me.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
And Ben?
I think definitely watching it back. And with me, I had Lauren by my side. And so then she's having to watch it back. And then I'm getting phone calls like, you did this? I'm like,
explaining to do.
No, I never did that.
Yeah, no, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. All right, so we have a lightning round game for you guys.
Yes.
It is, we have paddles for you. They're right next to your seat. Here you go. Grab your paddle. And it's called... Well, if you've never done something, you have to answer no way, Rose. If you have, the other side says yes, Bay. So the game is yes, Bay, or no way, Rose.
No way, Rose.
I got that handled.
All right, so here we go. Lightning round. Have you ever sang to a date? We know you like to sing.
Have you ever sang to a date?
Have you ever sang to a date? Yes, Bay, or no way, Rose?
Sure, I guess.
Yes,
All right,
Bay.
done.
How did the date go after the singing?
Not great. I was single before I became the Bachelor. So.
All right. And here we go. Have you ever injured yourself while trying to impress a girl?
My pride?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a boating accident.
I spent 3 months doing that. Embarrassing myself.
You injured your pride?
Injured my pride, yeah. I mean, you guys didn't see my season. My pride was stepped on.
I actually remember your season very, very well.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I wasn't born yet.
When I was in here earlier, someone's like, "Oh, look, there's Ben's dad." I'm like, "No, Ben's dad's here." They thought that I was like a related uncle or something like that. So.
Have you ever given a girl a fake number? Yes, Bay, or no way, Rose?
No way, Rose.
Look at who's thinking. And they wonder why he's been on 4 times.
I don't. That was mean.
Oh no! We love
I don't think I have.
I believe.
I'm a pretty direct guy.
I think it's happening for you this time.
So
I'm feeling a lot of positive love energy.
Thank you.
Do you guys feel like it's going to happen for?
Glowing. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's glowing.
Gotta do it.
All right, here's the juju. Here's something for all of you. Have you ever been yelled at by Chris Harrison?
Can I hold up the thing too?
Chris yelled at you too?
Of course.
Oh, I haven't golfed with Chris.
Yeah. What about in the moment when he's playing the boss?
No, he kind of stays behind the scenes. He gives a lot of advice, but he won't like get up in your grill if you're doing something wrong.
He got up in my grill before.
Really?
Oh yeah.
He should have
when I
stayed in
didn't
your
kiss
grill.
Molly, when he wanted me to kiss Molly, actually.
Well, answer this question. Do any of you guys have any quick advice for how to make it last? You've been married and kids.
I would say figure out somebody that you can share a bathroom with.
Okay.
That's the most important thing. The rest of your life, you'll be sharing a bathroom with somebody. Make sure you find that
That's
person.
beautiful, Andrew.
That's actually really helpful.
Jason.
It's specific.
Nicely said.
Good question.
For For me, it was kind of getting out of the spotlight and going to Seattle. You know, the most famous person in Seattle is our weatherman, so like nobody's following people around.
Yep, that's nice. And
yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm watching the season. I don't know if you chose anybody or not, but if you did, just be really honest as soon as possible, because at some level they're going to be watching it back. So that's how you make things work afterwards.
All right.
That's really great advice from all of you.
More tears.
And we're going to be honest. We're really honestly appreciative of you guys all being here today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's really good to see all of
And you
you.
can see a new episode of The Bachelor Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on ABC.